Okay, so this is the improvements for my first client. So the reason why I recommended dietary as an improvement for my first client is because they have a very high blood pressure for the systolic part of it, and also because they are missing out key meals of their day, such as breakfast. For example, my client is missing out on their breakfast, which is a key part of their daily meal. I recommend the client prepares food the night before, or they buy protein snacks and high nutritional foods such as fruit, oats, high fiber cereal, granola. This could also include porridge packets, which can be made on the go or quickly made with simply adding warm water. This will evidently give them the protein intake which they need to be able, which can also help them build more muscle, which is also one of their goals. This should be done frequently and completed every day, making sure they are eating breakfast. My client should also cut down on the high saturated sugars and fats to avoid the increasing blood pressure. The fatty substances are blocking up the ventricles, and eating healthy every day of the week will decrease this. This should be 3 meals a day, with them including protein, carbs, low fat, and very low sugars to avoid the constant build-up. Another improvement which my client can make is his aerobic exercise to help with the lowering of the blood pressure, making him healthier overall. This should include running to clean out the veins which the blood runs through. This should be done 2 to 3 times a week, moderate intensity, so they are feeling beneficial from this. These runs should only last about 45 minutes to an hour, as they don't really enjoy running. However, to lower this blood pressure they should. And the type of run should be a light jog. If my client does not enjoy the running, they may find something which is more suitable for them. This could be a bike ride, a long walk, or training with their rugby team more regularly to keep up with the same fit program which has been instructed for the running. This will also improve the heart rate of my individual. The aerobic exercise will lower the resting heart rate and make it easy for the heart to pump the blood around the body, meaning less pumps will be needed for the amount of blood. The final improvement which my client should improve on is the amount of stress which they are having to deal with. This can be controlled in a variety of ways. This can be done by going to counselling around 1 to 2 times a week. This will help with my client, as they will be able to talk to a professional and sort out any problems which are inquiring stress upon them. These sessions should last around 1 hour and will be very useful, as my client will learn new techniques of how to deal with their stress and what they are being put under. The stress comes from working college and my client's job, and it's a rather late job, so they are up late. This is affecting their sleeping pattern, meaning their body can't recover, which could lead them to becoming even more stressed and worried about other stuff. I recommend that my client tries to find a more suitable job to allow his body to rest, or ask if he is able to work earlier shifts. This will relieve a large amount of stress. I now move on to my second client. And for the first improvement, which I decided for my second client, is their dietary and how they can change and control this. This can be done by limiting the amount of drinks which they are having throughout the week. This can be replaced by water. They can also buy special water bottles which show how much they are drinking, and they're able to track this throughout the week, increasing the amount of water and making it more healthy. They should be aiming to at least drink 2 litres of water each day. As my client is drinking a lot of alcohol, this should be also cut down on. This can be done by limiting themselves and not drinking, and drinking less often. Maybe cutting it down to only 1 drink every 2 days and not binging constantly on the weekend. My client also isn't getting a correct diet. They are missing out on all the meals as they want to lose weight, and this is leading them to become very unhealthy as they have no energy. The diet can be changed in a variety of ways. Small and often meals which contain high fiber and high in protein but low in carbs. This means that they will be able to build a suitable amount of muscle without putting too much weight on. These meals should be about 3 to 5 meals a day with small portions, just like they are. If they enjoy snacking more, this will create the emotion of snacking also for them. So this won't put too much weight on, but they will also increase the amount of muscle they put on, so they will be putting weight on. And there should be small portions, and this should add up to a normal diet. This should also be stuck to every day and include meat, fish, veg, and low in carbs and fat. But they should also include the carbs and fats to make sure they are getting enough of these, as these are also important to their diet. Another improvement which I've chosen for my client is the body mass index and the BMI composition of my client. My client at the moment is in the underweight section of the weight graph. This is unhealthy and the body isn't functioning properly because of this. To improve this, my client should be focused on training more with weight and eating more to put on more weight, so they can merge into the healthy weight section of the graph. For example, this should include compound movements such as deadlifting and squats, which target the whole body and work the muscles intensely, promoting a large amount of muscle build. or my client could go to the gym or train at home with free weights. If they enjoy running, they are also able to buy weighted chest plates, which will add resistance training to my client. This should be complete 2 to 3 times a week and more if they are able to, and should be complete at a high intensity to make sure they are promoting the largest amount of muscle build they possibly can. Each session should last around 1 to 2 hours, working the whole body each time, or each individual key area of the body, such as Monday they work chest and back, Wednesday legs and abdominal muscles, and Friday arms and shoulders. This works the whole body, and however, if my client can't make time for the gym, they can always train as they commute to London. And they can run to work, or they can take a bike with them, so they can cycle to the station if they have to commute, and then bring the bike with them on the train, and then get off the bike and cycle there from to work. As I have said, this should be completed as weight training. Overall, this will begin to make my client healthier and heavier, and bring them to a more healthy weight. The last improvement which I recommended to my client is how to deal with the amount of stress which they are being put under. My client is in a high intensity job with working as a banker in London, meaning he has to commute. A way of improving this is by going to counselling around 1 to 2 times a week. This will help my client and relieve them of any problems which they are encountered. This will give them professional advice on what they are wanting to do or what they are feeling stressed about. To relieve stress, my client can also partake in exercise more often, such as running after work to relieve stress. This can be complete whenever my client is feeling stressed, or 3 times a week, to make sure that they actually relieve the stress before it gets too much for them. It will increase my client's mood and keep their mind occupied from the problems which they might face. Thank you for listening.